For funny things that I failed a key primary school test for 2 times, and I failed 3 times for the middle schools, and 3 years I tried to fill in the universities. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. I went for a police, they said, no, you're not good. I went to even the KFC. When KFC came to China, come to my city, 24 people went for the job. 23 people were accepted. I was the only. I think we have to get used to it. We're not that good. Even today, we still have a lot of people reject us. The only thing, we never give up. The only thing, we're like a Forrest Gump. We keep on fight. We keep on changing ourselves. We don't complain. Whether you are successful or not successful, I find that people, when they finish the job, if they make the mistake, if they fail, if they always complain the others, this guy will never come back. If the guy only check himself, yeah, something wrong with me here, something wrong with me there, this guy has a hope.
Well, let me ask you another question. How often do you think about things that happen outside of this town? You watch the news? Yes? No? All right, so we're not global thinkers yet, but why aren't we?
Because we're 11.
Good point. What's your name?
Trevor.
Maybe Trevor is absolutely right. Why should we think about the world? I mean, after all, what does the world expect of us?
Expect.
Mm-hmm. Of you. What does the world expect of you?
Nothing.
Nothing. My God, boys and girls, he's absolutely right. Nothing. I mean, here you are, you can't drive, you can't vote, you can't even go to the bathroom without a pass from me. You're stuck right here in the 7th grade. But not forever, because one day you'll be free. All right, but what if on that day you're free, you haven't prepared, you're not ready, and then you look around you and you don't like what the world is? What if the world is just a big disappointment?
We're screwed.
Unless you take the things that you don't like about this world and you flip them upside down right on their ass. Don't tell your parents I use that word. And you can start that today. This is your assignment. Extra credit. It goes on all year long. Now, wait a minute. What? What's wrong with this? What's the matter? Yes?
It's like so...
So what? There must be a word to finish that sentence. Someone help her?
Weird. Crazy.
Weird. Crazy.
Hard. Bummer.
Bummer. Hard. How about possible? It's possible. The realm of possibility exists where? In each of you. Here. So you can do it. You can surprise us. It's up to you. Or you can just sit back and let it atrophy. Atrophy. If there is a word you hear that you don't understand, there's a dictionary at the front of the room. Look it up. And there are these dictionaries, which you will carry with you at all times, because in this class, we're going to learn to love words and their meanings. Any questions?
Yeah. So you'll, flunk us if we don't change the world.
Well, no, I wouldn't do that. But you might just squeak by with a C.
What'd you ever do to change the world?
Well, Trevor, I get a good night's sleep. I eat a hearty breakfast. I show up on time. And then I pass the buck to you. Now, I want you all to write your names in these books. And what's your name? Molly. All right, I want Molly to look up the word aptitude.
The only power people have over you is the power that you give them. Your worth, your value doesn't come from another person. What they say or do, what they do or don't do, doesn't determine your worth. What they give you or don't give you cannot stop your purpose. They're not responsible for your happiness. Quit waiting for people to approve you.
and start approving yourself. Quit looking to people to make it up to you. Bottom line, nobody owes you anything. You may be in an environment where people have addictions, low self-esteem, depression, poverty. No, that's where you are. That's not who you are. You may be in a limited environment, but you don't have to be of it. Don't let that environment get in you. Don't let that become normal in your thinking. Why don't you take the limitations off yourself? You have so much potential. Break out of that box and try something new. Quit thinking about what you didn't get, what you can't do, how the odds are against you. You have to get rid of the excuses. Don't settle there. Break out of that mold. You have gifts that will cause new doors to open. Nothing will be more sad than to come to the end of life and realize what we could have become. If I'd have just lived with an possibility mindset instead of this at-risk mentality. Why don't you start seeing yourself as a barrier breaker, as the exception? You're supposed to stand out. You're supposed to rise higher, to leave your mark on this generation. How you start is not important. How you finish is what matters.
أصير أحسن فكم غيري وصل تمسك بالأمل وسموه البطل أصير أحسن أصير أحسن فكم غيري وصل